How you doing, sir?
Awesome, man. Like, fantastic.
You had a week, bro.
I had a weekend. It really was just like 2 days, but they were both really awesome.
Let's get in it.
All right. We saw obviously Top Gun Maverick.
We're gonna talk about that later, guys. So good.
Yeah. So that's our pod discussion this week.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything really Friday.
Good deal.
Watched a little bit of Floor's Lava, like we talked about. No, that happened Friday. Happened Sunday.
Nice.
Obviously caught up with Kenobi.
Yes.
The Boys.
Ooh, I have not touched that yet.
The Boys. And also watched some of the Orville over the weekend. You ever watched Orville?
No, but it's on my list, dude.
Yeah.
It is on my list to watch.
Well, they just put a third season up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a reboot from the first two. I don't know what happened with those, but they're on Hulu. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Saturday though, I went to.
This is what I'm here for.
Went to a comic book convention. Well, it's a collector's convention, not just comic books.
Yeah.
It was CollectorCon in Charlotte. Trading cards, handmade swords, knives. That I sent you the picture of Captain America's shield.
You sent me the picture of the shield, and I saw in the right corner.
Did you see the hammer?
The hammer.
You saw me on
Those
there?
hammer.
Dude, it was legit. And they also had an Infinity Gauntlet and Tony's Nanotech Gauntlet.
Like the gauntlet by itself?
With the stones in it.
Oh, dude.
And it was all legit. Like, it was legit.
People spend hours and, like, a lot of money making this stuff, dude.
I don't remember how much the shield was, but the hammer was $500. But it was legit.
Were you able to, like, pick it up?
Yeah, he gave it to us.
Jeez.
And it was pretty heavy. Like, it was legit. Pretty awesome.
Like, was it weighted? Were you able to?
Oh, I mean, you could throw it if you wanted to. It was like picking up a rock, basically, like a heavy rock.
Interesting. Just
with the handle.
Yeah.
But a lot of other stuff, trading cards, sports, games, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic Gathering, all that stuff. But they also had autograph signings, right? So we met. Well, first we saw Vanilla Ice perform with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They came out on stage and danced with them.
It was the best day of your life, dude.
It really was. So he performed the Ninja Rap or Go Ninja Go from 2 Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
And they came on stage and danced. And they actually came back out like later on and was just partying. It was super weird, yeah.
Hanging out?
Yeah, just during his show, they just kind of came back on stage and started dancing again. It's whatever.
How many songs did he do?
He did a whole set.
Really?
I want to say.
Or how long was he on stage for?
He was on stage for about 45 minutes, maybe.
Nice.
Maybe
he has that many tracks?
Well, he did play some other stuff too, not just his own.
Or was Go Ninja Go like 40 minutes?
He kind of put on like a club show.
Oh, okay.
Like played other kind of music, kind of cut in and out of stuff, some dance music, and basically it was like a '90s throwback kind of concert, and it was awesome.
Like the best decade ever is what you're talking about? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's all he talked about was how awesome the '90s was.
Yeah, because he was cool in the early '90s.
Right.
Yeah. After '96.
And then we took a picture with the turtles, me and my wife.
Obviously.
But one thing I haven't told you about yet.
What have you not told me?
I got a little surprise for you.
Oh,
I want you to check out. So while we were there, one of my childhood heroes was there, the original Red Power Ranger, Austin St. John.
Yo, Jason was there?
So Jason was there.
Get out of here.
And actually, Walter Jones was there too, the Black Power Ranger.
Black Ranger, yeah.
He was there too, signing autographs. So
it was Zach, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up buying this while I was there.
Obviously.
It's something I probably wanted since the first time I saw that TV show.
Let's go.
and I got him to sign it for me.
Let's see it. Dude, is that all the power coins?
Oh man, the ring lights. Okay,
is that all the power coins? Okay, guys. So what we're looking at here,
it's the 5 originals.
All right, guys. So what we're looking at here is a green box. It says Legacy Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Power Morphers. If you know anything about the original Power Rangers, they all had a coin, like a dino coin.
That's
right?
that's diecast. That's legit, dude. Feel that.
They have a dino. They all have a coin.
Yeah.
And then you have the morpher that they pull out. You're just gonna have you just had to be there. Okay, it was a wild time.
Yeah. So that was
wow,
part of the childhood, man. And I was debating on getting his autograph or going to meet him because I didn't really have nothing for him to sign, right? And then we were just walking around and there was some stuff there, and I saw that and I was like, there's something I've always wanted, and I got some adult money now. So.
We got adult money. Let's spend it.
So we bought that, and I went over and saw him and got him to sign it.
Dude, I am so
that's pretty awesome.
Stoked for you, man. And it's not coming out of this box, is it?
No, not at all. No,
yeah, that's a smart move right there.
Well, I mean, to me, it's not like something.
It's not a toy that you want to go.
Well, no, it's not something I bought to hopefully sell it later on for money.
Yeah.
So if I want to take it out and wear it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
Says, guys, I'm gonna go around.
That's the coolest Halloween costume.
Is it a belt buckle? What is it? What is that? Because I know they always had it in their back pocket or something.
Well, from what I saw, it's got a holder here that you clip on your belt, and then this goes inside that.
Dude, what if you turned into a ranger?
I mean, it'd be pretty awesome.
It'd be awesome. You have to flip me. You have to flip me a coin, bro.
I'd just be.
I'll be the crane, whatever.
So yeah, I'll sport the skirt all day.
Whatever. Yes.
So for everybody on YouTube, you can see that
2022, man.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It was pretty awesome. It's just something from my childhood that now I'll have for a very long time.
That's pretty awesome, brother. That is pretty awesome, man.
I dropped it.
Oh God. He's making adjustments back there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's unstable. It's just real heavy.
Yes.
Because it's die cast. It's not plastic. So it's
And you see I had to explain what it was because this is also an audio medium.
Yeah.
So you just put it up to the camera and was like, here, look, everybody. We do have cameras, guys. We aren't on YouTube. But
I mean, it was getting there. I was just
okay.
We got to play it to 2 different platforms. I mean,
that's what it is,
audio
awesome,
and video platforms.
I am stoked for you.
So yeah, that was not going to happen until I was it was kind of a 2 thing, right? It was one, I saw that and I was like, oh, that would be pretty cool to have. And then I was like, okay, well, Austin St. John's here. I get it. I can go see him, whatever. That'd be pretty cool. But when they both came together, it was all right, let's buy these and give them to sign it.
Yes, I have adult money.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We've been friends since about middle of high school there.
Yep.
I had no clue that he was your favorite Ranger. Because he's also my favorite Ranger, bro.
He's the OG, man.
The OG Red Ranger.
That's it.
Everybody's like, what, Tommy the Green Ranger?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
He's just been around for so long He's just like a legacy OG kind of guy.
Exactly. So Tommy came in, and Tommy was the more attractive.
Tommy came in and beat everybody's ass.
Girls, in a 5-episode arc, bro. But he came in more attractive. The fans loved him more. They had the green red. You had the flute magic sword thing. Shout out to JP. We still don't know what he had. That flute magic sword thing that had the dragon come through, bro.
They also had the white sword from when he was a White Ranger there too.
Saba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
God, childhood, bro. Wild.
But he just came in, whooped everybody's ass, and became a favorite.
I watched that 5-episode. When it first dropped on Netflix, I fast forward
I was watching that when it was on TV.
The 5-episode arc and was like, this still does not hold up, but it was so good though.
Yeah, that's the worst about it, right? Is honestly none of them do at all. You could watch any of them, and they're all pretty Pretty horrible.
Cutting edge there.
Yeah.
Guys, we're eventually going to get into our pod, I promise.
We're good. We got this.
Dude, I had you check out Floor is Lava.
Floor is Lava. Yes, sir.
Talk to me, brother. What were your thoughts about this? You watched it when it first dropped in the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I saw season 1 right off the bat.
Crushed it?
And then, crushed that.
There's nothing else to do, yeah.
So I watched the first episode of this one.
Yeah.
Of season 2. And, I mean, it's got some new stuff, right?
Yeah, I got the mountain at the end, which is cool.
But I mean, it's all basically the same. It's just fun. It's fun to see them just attempt things after things, and some of them make it, some of them smash their faces on the.
Good God, dude, that was so gross, but fun at the same exact time, bro. So the cool thing about Floor is Lava, right? As this is on Netflix right now, they had season 1 out. They have season 2 that just dropped a couple days ago, and this is just a very fun show, and it's based off of that old, the kids jumping around on the furniture and everything, from the love seat to the lazy boy table, because the floor is lava. That's what it's based off, but it's the adult version. Right. My favorite thing is, like, they're our age.
Yeah, or a little older.
Or a little older than us, right? These are grown people who are running, jumping, like, falling in this goo lava type thing. Yeah.
I feel like they had a little bit more puzzles, and I think they implemented those passes you got to get now, right? Mm-hmm. So it isn't just
get to the end,
beeline to the end. You have to get a pass for each person.
It makes you use more of the entire maze,
I
which
thought
is
that
cool.
was pretty good, because they all have to go different ways. Before, they would just find one path and everybody would follow it.
Yep.
So now it's a lot more fun to watch.
Except for those triplets, though. They just suck no matter what they do. They're just horrible.
I mean, they tried to come back.
They tried.
Yeah.
They tried, man.
So, yeah, it was definitely fun. It is fun to watch, just thinking about that. And, like, it's a live thing now.
Yeah. Well, dude, I don't want to jump too much into it, but I think in the next week or two, we really got to do a deeper dive into Stranger Things. It's still fresh.
Yeah, man.
I will say this. I crushed it.
I mean, do you want to wait till the last 2 episodes come out and then jump into it hardcore right after that?
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, bro. I have no clue.
You're right.
I might just get on YouTube and just talk about it tomorrow.
It's like 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
It's a long time. A lot can happen.
I think it's the 31st.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks there.
Weeks.
But I will say these 7 episodes, just amazing. Just great.
Yeah.
Just great storytelling, man.
It definitely took more of a horror turn this season.
And I love that.
Yeah. And I think, they're all
getting
older, right? So they're seeing things a little different, and you can just kind of play with that more, right? You can do a lot more things with older characters than you could when they were, whatever age they were, 11, 12 years old.
And I love they always relate to D&D, man. I think that's really cool. Mind you, I'm somebody who's never played D&D and don't know anything about it.
Right.
But I find that really cool that there's still a callback to the big baddie, whoever the big baddie is.
Yeah.
It's a character from...
Right.
Well, they relate it to a character from D&D, man. That's kind of like their childhood innocence that's kind of following through.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying that, bro. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, yeah. They don't let go of it this season. I mean, D&D is the whole... Seems like it's the kind of the backbone of the whole fantasy, right?
Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
Agreed, man. Agreed. All right, dude. So my weekend was not as cool.
Yeah.
But I do just want to say one thing. I did help celebrate a good family friend's high school graduation.
Oh.
Had a party up there in Greensboro, where I'm always at. 3 weekends in a row, I'm hanging out with old JP. So, but real quick, guys, congrats to, she's basically like a daughter, niece to me, but congrats to Reagan Gales. This young lady, she's going to school to study the arts.
Okay.
She's going to be a rapper, singer, dancer, actor, producer, all around hustler.
I was about to ask what kind of arts, but so
I
appreciate that.
Yes, man. Everything. She might even draw. I don't know.
You know, everybody needs a graphic designer.
Hey, dude, college is about finding yourself, okay?
Yep.
She might end up being an animator.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Cool.
But Reagan, congrats and good luck to you in your collegiate years. Have a good one.
Congratulations.
Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for Pinocchio, Man from Toronto, that latest episode of Kenobi, yes, I'm calling it that, and our movie of the week, Top Gun Maverick. All right, man, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Yeah.
Live action Pinocchio. Do we need it? And what are your thoughts?
I don't think we do. And I don't have any particular excitement for it, but I never really was a Pinocchio fan.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
I know I've watched one of the horror versions of Pinocchio.
I have not.
Oh yeah, there's some creepy. I think there's a few creepy ones out there.
Well, this one does look kind of creepy because Tom Hanks is taking another role where he looks kind of scary, right?
Yeah.
It's Elvis, and now this. He doesn't look scary in this movie, guys. But this is Pinocchio. This is a live action adaptation of Disney's Pinocchio. You know, the boy who is made out of wood, but wants to be a real boy, and he lies. Nose stretches every time he says a lie. This is directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Tom Hanks, Lauren Bracco, Cynthia Erivo, Luke Evans, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jiminy Cricket. That's what I'm excited about.
That's pretty awesome.
That's gonna be cool. My wife's boyfriend, Keegan-Michael Key. Hate that guy. in a laundry list of other people, right? So, Robert Zemeckis does not make a bad movie.
Now, that being said, there has been a live action.
Hate him.
Live action Pinocchio, right?
I don't think made by Disney though.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Yeah. I think that's there's been so many Cinderellas and Beauty and the Beast and stuff, but like made by exactly Disney, you know what I mean? Like that's their property. So
I'm curious, very curious as to his boy form. Like, is he going to be like let's look like a kid, or is he going to look just like a wooden body kind of guy?
Good question, man. So have you ever seen Robin Williams in Bicentennial Man?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a 7-hour movie, but it's so good.
It's fantastic.
I wonder if it takes like that approach, by little he starts to become a real boy, or is it like and he's a real boy, right? I like that gradual change, but
I think that's the thing.
I also don't know the story of Pinocchio really well.
Well, I think that's what it was. It was like overnight he became a real boy, but he still looked like the puppet.
That's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Makes me not want to watch Age of Ultron anymore either. Yeah. Ever again. So,
we'll
guys, I'm going to say this right. This is going up on our socials. This trailer. We want to know your reactions to this. So let us know in the comments, anywhere our socials are. Are you excited for this Pinocchio movie? It actually drops on Disney Plus. It's a Disney Plus exclusive. So
I might take a look and see just how creepy it is and see where it goes.
He goes like 10 minutes in. No, I'm good.
yeah, nightmares.
I really feel like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Jiminy Cricket's going to keep people entertained, though, man. He's just a very talented actor, and I don't know if this is his first time doing a voice, but
I doubt it's the first time doing a voice, but
I'm excited about it, though. All right, man. I have been really excited about this trailer, The Man from Toronto. Hitman meets Deadman. The world's deadliest assassin and New York's biggest screw-up are mistaken for each other at an Airbnb rental. Directed by Patrick Hughes, starring the great Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, that concept is hilarious.
Just fantastic.
And you get that glimpse in the trailer pretty fast. Like he's clueless. Kevin Hart's character he's walking. He's like, oh, you never know what you can get at an Airbnb. And then he goes downstairs to the guy hanging there. This is going to be Kevin Hart's action comedy persona, right? As we've seen, he can do a lot.
Kind of like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
It's this kind of tale, yeah.
So we're going to get that action comedy Kevin, humor, probably over dramatic.
Oh, 1,000%.
And it's going to be fantastic. But Woody Harrelson.
Dude, the ultimate badass in this.
It's kind of a buddy comedy, right? But they're not buddies. So I'm just looking forward to the back and forth, the smart assness from each of them back and forth to each other. And
because they're both hilarious, dude.
Probably a good bit of physical humor between the two as well. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, they're both just hilarious. Like two of the most funny people that are working today. Obviously, Woody Harrelson, he has the ability to look like the sweetest guy in the room in some movies, right? Mm-hmm. And then like this movie, he legit looks like the scariest MFer that you do not want to walk past, dude.
Yeah, that was like when he was in Venom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As Cletus Cassidy, he was super creepy.
Very, very
And
bad.
then you go and watch like Zombieland and
he's supposed to be a badass, but he's really like a teddy bear, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Guys, this is going to be a Netflix drop later on this month, June 24th. So this one's coming quick.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know your thoughts. This will also go on our socials.
You said that was a Netflix drop?
It's a Netflix drop.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think that's where Kevin Hart's doing a lot of his work now.
Yeah. I mean, Adam Sandler did it, and they're paying him bucos to do it. So why not? You know, the Duffer Brothers, going back to the Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers, they got signed on to like a very large Netflix deal to create like 4 or 5 more shows, that's like awesome. 2 or 3 movies. There's Netflix dollars, bro. Got all the money.
That's all right.
All right, this most recent episode of Kenobi. And yes, guys, I'm just going to call it that because that's more of a badass title.
I agree.
Only because.
I agree.
Thank you. Only because, right, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's his birth name, but he goes by Ben as well. So let's just call it Kenobi. Let's just call it Kenobi, guys. Maybe season 2 they just shortened it.
Know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be like, which Kenobi?
Never heard of this guy. Which one is it? Is it Ma Kenobi or Pa Kenobi we're talking about here, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this was the one thing about this episode, right? He still got the girl, and then they went to go find some friend. Your boy Zach Braff voices the dude in the beginning.
Right.
I thought it was Seth Rogen for a second, but I was like, no, that's not Seth. Let me look this up. The dude in the who's driving them?
Frick,
yes.
I don't know why, but stuff like that just sticks in there.
That's good.
I don't know why.
That's good because I had no clue.
But it's like the movie details. Like, I didn't know it was Zach Braff or who the director of this movie was.
Yeah.
But I remember that guy's name was Frick.
You remember that guy's name? That's why we work well together, man. The first half of this was like the other episodes.
Yeah.
But then when they were being chased, it seemed like more of a horror movie, right?
It got really dark.
It got really dark. Did it get like a horror movie vibe? And like, guys, we got Darth Vader.
Yep.
James Earl Jones came back to voice him, by the way, like 99 years old, still doing it big.
I get those residuals, man.
Cha-ching. But like this was a scary Vader, man, chasing him. And Obi-Wan was like powerless, is what it seemed like. He was he scared?
I think he was having kind of like visions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think his whole just mental thing is kind of where he's just out of whack right now. But yeah, the first episodes were really all leading up to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Right. The big fight, in quotations. But yeah, super dark. A lot of bad stuff happened that I didn't really expect to happen.
At least not this early on.
Yeah.
Like, we can just tell by looking at Alec Guinness in A New Hope. Like, Kenobi goes through some shit, okay? Like, we know, okay? A lot of miles on this guy, okay?
It's true.
Right? Yeah. Dude single-handedly, like, won the Clone Wars, okay? Right. So, we know he's been through some stuff, but, dude, just the things that happened in this episode.
Yeah.
Guys, if you've not watched it yet, it's a fantastic episode. Once again, it leans more into the horror element that I kind of dug, right? It was that remember that scary feeling that you got at the end of Rogue One, and when it's like super dark, and then all you see is like the red lightsaber, and all you see is like the flashes of him just like Darth Vader just whooping ass and taking names. Like, that was kind of like that creepy. They lean into that a lot more in this episode, man, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah,
I didn't expect him to. Well, I expected him to show up this episode because of the end of the last episode.
Yeah,
but I didn't expect him to just like be there all of a sudden, and now we're
like, he was just there.
He just showed up all of a sudden and was making things happen. Yeah.
Keep on keeping on with this season, man. This is fantastic. We love this.
How about the actress playing Leia, the young girl?
Dude, talented.
She is fantastic.
Yeah.
And just cute as a button.
Yeah, dude. Like,
just so cute and just very, very good at delivering her lines.
You have a really good child actor, man. Like, you want to put talent around her, and she's like, "Nah, I got this, fam." Which, back off, right? I got this. This is me.
Very well spoken.
Yeah,
like I said, very, very good at delivering everything.
I'm telling you, man, Disney Plus, they really know what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
I gotta hand it to them, man. I did not think I'd be watching Disney Plus as much as I am.
Right.
But with all the Marvel stuff, with all of the Star Wars stuff, and they have like a bunch of just throwback stuff, man.
Yeah,
they just dropped so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm watching all those Netflix Marvel shows, which was dark, gritty, TVMA. They're all on there.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, there's some parental controls. So, mom and dad, if you don't want your kids watching this, set them parental controls.
Yep.
But if you want to enjoy, go ahead and enjoy.
Yep.
All right, man, you ready to hop into our movie of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, we have Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
This movie dropped this beautiful year of 2022.
Mark it on your calendars.
Mark it on your calendars because it already happened.
Yes.
All right, guys, so obviously not going to bore you with a bunch of releases of this year, so we're going to jump right into this amazing director, Joseph Kosinski. This had a nice writer's room here, guys. We got the story by Peter Craig and Justin Marks, and the screenplay by Aaron Kruger, Eric Warren Singer, and the great Christopher McQuarrie. Shout outs to him. Just fantastic writer and director.
That was a lot. That was a lot of people.
Big move. It's a big writer's room, bro.
Fantastic. Budget of 170 million.
Oh, yeah.
So far, and I updated this right before we started the pod, 558.2 million.
Let me hit this refresh. Oh, it's there.
Because I want to say Saturday night, I think I did some of this, and it was in like the 540 something.
Yeah.
So still making things happen.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic. All right, let me take a deep breath. We got a bunch of characters here. We're going to go through these real fast, names and call signs, basically.
Love it. Let's go.
Tom Cruise as Maverick. Miles Teller as Rooster. Jennifer Connelly as Penny. She is not a pilot. She's just a lady. The lady.
Penelope.
Yeah, the lady interest of Tom Cruise. John Hamm as Cyclone. Glenn Powell as Hangman. Lewis Pullman as Bob. That is his call sign. Ed Harris as Hammer. We see Val Kilmer as Iceman. Monica Barbaro as Phoenix. Charles Parnell as Warlock. Jay Ellis as Payback. Danny Ramirez as Fanboy. Greg Davis as Coyote. Manny Jacinto as Fritz. Jack Schumacher as Omaha. Bashar Salahuddin as Hondo. Jake Picking as Harvard. Raymond Lee as Yale. And Kara Wang as Halo. That's a lot.
That's a lot,
That's
bro.
a lot going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
That's a lot of people.
All right, man. So we can talk about all these amazing people because we're going to talk about every single one of them because I have all the time in the world.
That's fine.
Give me that quick synopsis, sir.
This is our pod, right?
Yeah, whatever.
We do whatever. We ain't got no
3-hour pod, and you will listen to every second. Please.
All right, this is a quick one. This time around for Maverick at Top Gun, it's not about him being the best of the best this time. It's about him teaching the best of the best. This Top Gun class is there to train for their upcoming mission with the probability of them not coming home. And that probability is very high.
Very, very high. All right, man. Off the top, let's talk about Maverick.
Yeah.
This is Maverick 30 years later. Right now he's a test pilot, flight instructor. And he comes back to train the group of Top Gun graduates, but what is he doing at first? He's in this private military mission to take this, what was it called, the Dark Star?
Yeah.
Take this Dark Star and try to make it hit like 10 Gs.
Yep.
That's how we open up with this guy.
Yep.
Like, he's still pushing the limits. He's still doing badass stuff, okay?
And I love his hangar, dude.
Oh.
I thought the coolest thing, just the bikes and the memorabilia, man. That's just a very nice touch to the throwback of everything that he went through in the first movie. But that plane he flew,
it didn't last.
No, he pretty much destroyed all that whole program.
It hit 10 Gs. Plus,
it went a little bit more.
Also went up in flames.
Yes, yeah.
Also went up in flames, man.
So not only did he blow up the airplane, but he also probably got the whole thing canceled anyways.
Oh yeah. Ed Harris was not happy, dude.
Makes sense, yeah.
Let's do this, man. With him now, 30 years later, he's not that hotshot anymore. All right, he's kind of fizzled out. He's still a captain, so he's still got a high rank. But he could have done so much other stuff, right?
Right.
Iceman is, the leader of the whole Pacific Command.
Yeah.
Guys like John Hamm's character, have overpassed him, right? Is younger, but passed him.
Yeah, they're all John Hamm is Vice Admiral. Val Kilmer is a 4-star admiral.
Exactly.
And is the commander of the Pacific Fleet.
So,
which is awesome.
All these guys have passed him, and he's still just Captain Pete Maverick.
Yeah.
Mitchell. He just wants to fly. He's a fly boy.
Wow.
And, he still makes mistakes. He still is that Maverick type character. I like there was a lot of exposition that actually had to dive into it, right? It did it real quick.
Yeah.
To explain what he's been doing for 30 years. And basically, he's still flying planes, still hooking up with girls.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the vibe I got, right?
Still driving the same motorcycle, wearing the same jacket.
Yeah.
It's getting it done.
It's getting it done, bro.
Why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Tom Cruise ain't broke, guys, okay? But he then takes this job, was a command, training this group of Top Gun graduates, man. And I think this really, I think this is where the growth happens, right? Because he left the end of Top Gun. That's what he was going to do. He was going to come back and he's going to train.
Oh yeah, he went back,
but he fizzled out like a month or two later or something. Right?
Last 2 months, I think.
Right. But so he's back at Top Gun, having to do this. Iceman basically makes him, and this is the maturity right here, right? At first, he doesn't really want to do it. He's not the man for the job. Let me just go on the mission, right? Let me go on this crazy ass mission,
right? Because he thinks. Well, he thinks that he is going to fly
in this mission.
And then they're like, "No, you're not. You're not flying."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You want me to teach people? Come on."
And I think that's where the fun is in this movie, man. Seeing him being taught by like Jester and the guys from the first movie, and now being in these shoes, man. And a lot of these movies who do this kind of flip it on its head with the characters.
Yeah.
It's not natural. This was very natural in that, guys, right?
He went through as far as him maturing.
As far as him getting their respect and everything, right? Yeah. Like he bought everybody beer at the bar because of what he was doing, right? Yeah. They tossed him out of the bar. When he walked in the front of them, they were just like, Hangman was like, shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he tried to like literally hang his head there. Yeah. He quickly gained respect. So he went through the whole barrage of things to gain their respect. So I definitely appreciated that, man. That was, even though that's a very tried and true method of how you age somebody or how you mature somebody. Yeah. This was very smooth the way they did it, man. I really enjoyed this. And for the rest of the movie, he's just badass Maverick, man.
Yeah. He does all the flight training with them.
Yeah.
You know, he's up in the air just as much as they are. His maturity goes like, he's that teacher. He's doing what he has to do. He's got orders. Then it gets into a little bit more personal. Then he starts seeing, you know, we don't want these guys to die out there.
Yeah.
So he does all that training with them and becomes that leader, right? And that's how you gain respect. All right, listeners, coming up is an interview with the friend of the pod, Mark Williamson. He was a part of episode 25 from season 1, which was our Heroes vs. Villains Bracket Challenge. Please enjoy this conversation between Mark and Clyde as he reflects on his experience watching Top Gun Maverick.
All right, team. We got a friend of the pod here, Mark Williamson. Welcome back, brother. How you been?
I've been good, Clyde. How you been?
Hey, man. Living the dream, trying to build this podcast. Really excited. Just had a Top Gun week, brother. We had Top Gun last week, Top Gun Maverick this week. It's just been fabulous summer so far, man.
Talk to me, Goose.
All right, man. Before we jump in, man, it's been a while since I've seen you, bro. How's life treating you, Jess, and the little ones, brother?
We've been good. You know, I mean, last time we were on, I think I dipped a little bit into the bourbon, which I think that's maybe why I wasn't invited back. But hey, you can't start day drinking if you don't start drinking in the day, is what I say. So glad to be on. I got my coffee.
Good deal.
So,
Good deal.
For the audience members, we'll just leave it at that.
Awesome, man. Awesome, brother. Well, thanks for coming on, brother. We just want to focus on these two movies, more Top Gun Maverick. But let's just go ahead and jump into it, right?
Whew.
All right, man.
Feel the need
for speed.
It's getting to be a chant. You walk around town, you say it, people are pulling lines. I personally saw the movie on a Tuesday, early premiere.
Very nice.
We got a pin. I walked out. I said, I don't want it. Or I walked in. I said, I don't want a pin or a poster. I walked out. I grabbed 4 pins, 4 posters, and booked my ticket to go see it again. It was that good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go see it again in IMAX this time. I didn't. Me and Javi saw it on a Wednesday night. I'm going to have to go definitely see it in IMAX either this next weekend, probably. So pretty excited about it.
Yeah. And that's, you know, when I think about that movie and I think about what I saw in an interview with John Hamm, they shot it in 4, I'm going to get this wrong, DLX. And there's like 70. You got one near you. I need you to go. I need you to tell me how that is.
1,000.
I got more thoughts on that, but let's dig into it.
All right, man. All right. All righty, so let's focus on the differences between the two movie and the aspects here. So overall, we got Top Gun 86, Top Gun Maverick 2022. Which movie had a better plot, right? Hotshot pilots trained to be in the Top Gun at Top Gun, or the best of the best returning and being part of this secret mission to stop this uranium from getting into the wrong hands. Which one had a better plot, brother?
You're asking me which one had a plot. I don't know if necessarily both of them had a great plot. Let's just put it that way. They applied the KISS methodology and all, and they kept it stupidly simple.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the first one because I was alive, one, and two, I think it was one of those movies where you didn't see Goose coming or dying. You didn't expect that, and that hit heavy. And then the adrenaline, the macho cheeseman, like this stuff that came out of it, and it lived in pop culture. Now, the second one, they got you because of the tie-ins to the first one. And they played with your emotions. And I guess is this spoiler free, or can we dig into a little bit of it?
Hey, we're digging into it, man.
All right. So when you thought there was going to be a rousing bar scene and it's going to be all singing and they're going to do the great balls of fire, and he walks out and looks through that window and the music starts playing and then you start crying.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, the director just took me on a different turn that I wasn't expecting 25 minutes into the movie. And now I'm crying and I'm looking and I'm just emotionally there. But the plot in one seemed to make so much sense all the way through. I mean, until the end, it's like, hey, 24 hours later, you're on a ship, go fight some bad guys. But, I mean, in this one, I'm not kidding. I went and saw it with my brother, who's a big Top Gun fan, had the t-shirt on. He went and saw it, or he's seeing it. And he goes, oh, now's a good time to go to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. John Hamm got up, talked about what needed to be done. He comes back from the bathroom. He goes, what did I miss? I said, the point of the movie. That was it. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if any of them had a truly great plot, but I have to go with the first one.
Good deal, man. Good deal, brother. I do like that fact that, they didn't rehash the exact same movie because it was so perfect, man. You have the best U.S. naval pilots coming and they're training to be the best of the best. But they put it on his head for Maverick and was like, you know what, Maverick, you're going to come back and actually teach. But at the same exact time here, you're not teaching guys who have not graduated Top Gun. You're teaching everybody who's already graduated Top Gun for this secret awesome mission, man. I thought that was really, really cool.
I thought that was great. And I thought the fact that when we walked out of the movie, I got one of those critical friends. He goes, did anybody pass the training? They just put them on the mission and nobody passed. He goes, at least in the first one, they all passed. And I'm like, well, they already passed. It was like, you were just showing them that they did it. And I was
exactly.
Like, okay. I was like, why you got to get that critical? Just enjoy it.
Definitely, brother.
Oh.
All right, man. Very important, right? Better love interest here. We got Charlie or Penny, right? We got Charlie, who was his love, met at the bar. They had their fling and then she was gone. And you have Penny, who, if you remember, she's the admiral's daughter that he messed with before the beginning of the first one, and she returns for this one. Man, I thought that was really cool tie-in there. What were your thoughts?
I have to say Charlie, just because it fit into the plot better. Overall, I like the interactions with Penny and the way that they tied in her daughter and the way that they leaned into Tom Cruise. I mean, you don't see movies be self-aware that the fact that they have Tom Cruise in the movie better than Top Gun did. Like, why you giving me that look? It's the only one I got. Which is usually his smug look in every movie, but now they made it like a part of his character. Like, damn, you're charming. And it's like, yeah, Tom Cruise is pretty charming if you think about it. Like, he brought back some like Rain Man charm into that role.
Yeah.
And the kid interaction and just, that aspect of it. But I mean, when Charlie walked in after he hit on her at the bar and, your friend was great, right? And then they see her in the training, they're like that to me.
Classic.
She's there for him after the death. And I thought Meg Ryan carried that movie when she put the emotional weight on the original. But I don't think they gave Jennifer Connelly enough to, I wouldn't say work with. She did great with what she, had.
Yeah.
They went sailing. Like, okay. But I mean, you're in the Navy, like some good Navy jokes in there, right? But I ultimately, Charlie, she was it. But there's nothing better than the portion.
I think Maverick and Penny fell back in love a little too fast here, right? And you can see it from, I guess, two different ways, right? Yeah, they fell in love too fast, but it sounds like they've been off and on.
Yeah, sounds like that was his. Yeah. Like he had a boo phone, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
So
Me, I'm back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, would he just do a flyby by her house? Hey, I'm back home.
You got the skills, brother. Good deal, man. All right. So you are Maverick. All right. Put yourself in Pete Mitchell's shoes. You're a Maverick. Who is your RIO and who is your wingman? You can pick from either movie.
Oh, I mean, so I think Rio is Iceman. I think that, and I mean, she was tight when she was flying through that. I mean, she was amazing. Well, one, the actors being in the movie pilot were there. I mean, who do I want in that cockpit with me? I want Rooster. I don't want Goose. I want the Sun. I think Miles Teller brought a level of gravity to that role. And literally, I went to the movies with my brother, he's not a movie person at all. And he doesn't know anything about movies. Let's just be honest. He looks over at me halfway when he's playing the piano. He's like, "Is that his son?" I'm like, "What?" Like, "Is that his son in real life?" I'm like, "No, that was played by Anthony Edwards. That's Miles Teller." He's like, "Dude, he looks good." Because I think in the way that they incorporated that, and then if you cut the nuances of that movie, and when you see it again, and this is what I'm focusing on when I go see it again, the backseat kind of camaraderie that you had in the first one, that was like, "Mav, what are you doing?
Yeah,
oh, you're insane." Like, there was none of that in the entire movie until they get back in that F-16 and he gets in the back and he's flying in the back, and that's when he starts dropping some cuss words.
Yeah,
there's like an air of and I love the fact too that they kind of made it realistic. Like, hey, you got two 5th generation fighters. Like, let's just take the first one out on an easy shot. You know what I mean? Like, there was no super movies. Like, all right, if I'm gonna get this dude, I'm gonna like cut him off. Like, it seemed realistic to me. So I got to go Rooster. And then, Iceman to me is the guy that I want, cover my 6. Like, he's just kind of a prick. Hangman was good too. I love that dude. I kind of felt like, I felt like Glenn Powell was.
Yeah. So for, they tried to make what they tried to do, right? And it's always comparisons and parallels. Iceman was like the antagonist of the first movie, right? Not really. There's good guys and good guys, right? But he was the antagonist to
easily
Maverick. And Hangman was the antagonist here. Once again, they're all good guys. They're all on the same exact team there.
Right.
I feel like they're very similar though, man. They're very technical. They're very good, and they follow like orders to a T. I really like Hangman's character, bro. He was cocky as all get out though, which I enjoyed. You got to have that guy, man.
He did. And you know what? They both played off smirk, pissed off, like likable guys really good. Like, like now Glenn didn't, Hangman didn't like bite his teeth and like look in the camera and be all exciting and everything. But I can see. Blew my mind with that one. I'm gonna have to. That one's gonna be one that keeps me up over this pod. By the way, you guys, I listen to that thing every single week. You guys have done a tremendous job growing it.
I appreciate it.
We listening to it up here in Ohio. You and Avi are killing it because it's just fans, and that's what we all are. So,
awesome,
side note, go ahead.
Definitely appreciate that.
You can cut that in post.
All right, dude. Which admiral stood in Maverick's way more? Who do you think? You had Tom Skerritt or John Hamm?
I think John Hamm was a little bit more of an antagonist in terms of, I know that Hangman was the guy that was kind of getting under everybody's skin, but John Hamm just kind of played that air of superiority, and I want to be the boss, and hey, I was a pilot before, and I don't think he's getting a lot of credit for his role, because it was just kind of, hey, this is who you're supposed to be, but he played it very well.
Very good.
I mean, if we're going, and although we didn't see him a lot, Ed Harris. I wish he was in the movie more.
Oh, dude, when I heard Ed Harris was in this movie, I was like, he's gonna be the person who's gonna stop Maverick at all of his tracks. We only get it in the beginning. I'm like,
yeah, I was expecting him to come back or like be on the ship and just be like, and it was just, you just wanted to. I wanted more of him, but I got to go John Hamm on that one. That was pretty simple. He was just.
Awesome, all right, man. Let's do this, brother. Real quick, man. The beauty that this sequel is, man, just technically shot. The beauty, just the framing. It was shot with IMAX cameras, bro. And stop me if I'm wrong, but it looks like they attached these cameras on the wings of these planes.
Yeah.
The way that it was shot, man. You don't get action like that anymore, man.
No. And because it was, and this is, again, I'm going to go back to my brother because it was cool. I was seeing it with my nephew who's 15, huge into Marvel, like texted me the other day. I saw the end of Stranger Things. You watched it? Yeah, it's the best thing ever. I'm like, okay, cool. And I get it, right? My brother didn't grow up with Marvel, didn't grow up with that. And we walk out and he's like, now that was better than any Marvel movie, right? I'm like, hold on, slow down. There wasn't 23 buildups to the end game. And like, there was some emotional heartbeat. But I'll say this to what your point was, is the action in it and the way that they filmed it was probably the most cinematic I've ever had. And I'll say this, I realized a new way to watch movies. And I never even thought of it. We had this Tuesday premiere.
Yeah.
Second row back. I'm pissed, but I'm, old. So I'm thinking second row.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I'm going to go off on a tangent here. So you cut me. When you recline a seat all the way back in a second or third row, it's like having an Oculus on your face.
Yeah.
I'm never, Avatar, third row, on the middle, all the way back. And it's literally the best way to watch a movie from now on. But I have to ask, now that I'm thinking about it, like when they go to those premieres, when they're all dressed, do you get like Tom Cruise in a tux, like putting his feet back up, watching the movie? Like, I don't know, like how's those movie Hollywood premieres? But anyways, we actually had, my brother had a friend, he flew in the Navy, they called him Navy Dave. He was supposed to fly. They filmed all this out in Lake Tahoe. He was supposed to fly the day, and his plane broke down.
Really?
But they put him up, then flew him around, and obviously there's tons of things that you can see on YouTube on how they watched it, and it's great. But I mean, to have that full on, that's not CGI. They're 100 feet from the deck with Blue Angel pilots just doing what they do best.
Yeah, they're amazing, man.
You're never gonna get that. You're never gonna get it again. And now he's like shooting in space, but they shot that. I thought absolutely brilliantly, and they're flying for real in Lake Tahoe, cruising through those mountains.
There is no CGI shot.
Launch.
There is no CGI shot that can recreate that, man.
No,
there's no computer graphics or anything that can recreate that, man. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, you can't spin somebody around and say, here, put some G's on your face, like it's not like the actors are going, and I heard they had to control the camera and stuff like that and like figure out how to do it. And I mean, hats off to them, because I would say I'd be up for it, but then when the day came, I'd be like, okay, like, a little scary. No, it was beautifully shot, beautifully well done. And then, I like the repetition in some of the scenes, always coming back on the motorcycle, right? When they did Penny, like very grounded and keeping you into that rhythm of the movie. Like, I thought that was well done. The bar scenes, super, kind of, just, I'll say, transparent in the way they do it. Glenn Powell's dad, I think, is actually in the bar scene. He's like behind Miles Teller, because his parents are in every movie. So like, I think Glenn Powell was on something, and he's like, yeah, the camera just finds my dad. I'm like, that's cool, like keeping it in the family. Like, anyways, then the first one, it was all right.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, brother. All right, man, we're gonna jump forward here. For the sake of a little bit of time here, I do appreciate it. Overall, man, how many buckets of popcorn do you give this movie? Remember, 0 buckets it's a trash movie, I'll never watch it again. 5 buckets, it's a top tier movie, man. How many buckets of popcorn? You can even do
I'd say 4.5.
Okay.
And I go, because I think that the plot, while it was incredibly simple, the first thought in my head was they're doing the Death Star run.
And dude, okay, I thought that same exact thing.
and while that was great, and while it was amazing that they're gonna do it in real, and the scenes were fantastic, and I particularly loved when they broke down the cinematography and they just made it raw, like it was almost like a GoPro camera with Tom Cruise just breathing hard because he was working in that jet, and that made you feel it. Like I haven't had many movies where I get that type of adrenaline going, like, oh, he's working hard, like like I want to go fly, And I never, and I walked out and I went, man, that was a really good movie, and there was nobody bad, nobody died, nobody. There was that, but there was emotional beats, and there was great sound, and there was great visuals, and Tom Cruise was Tom Cruise, but better, if I can say that, So I loved it. But would I put it up there with some, Shawshank Redemption and some movies where you're just like, this is fantastic? No, but I definitely big theater movie, 4.5 stars. Everybody should go see it. Eat a shit load of popcorn. Sorry, being 3 rows back.
I heard you, brother. No worries there. Hey, man, quick question here before we head out, man. I definitely appreciate that you coming on. Before we end, what's your call sign?
Oh, well, I go back to the Navy call signs, which are always very personal and very emotional. So my brothers used to call me Shithead when I was little.
All right.
And that evolved into Pooh Boy, and then it's eventually Pootis. So my call sign's Pootis.
All right, man. Well, Mark, I definitely appreciate
you
your time.
Can cut that, but I mean, that's what my brother's nickname is for me. So I would have to carry that over. So they'd be like, "Hey, Pootis." I'm like, "Oh," but I would know to turn my head and look for the jets in my 6.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that segment with Mark. Now stick around for the rest of the show.
All right, man. My favorite character in this movie right here is Miles Teller.
Everybody's favorite.
Lieutenant Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, man. He's a pilot in the mission training group and the son of Maverick's late Rio and best friend Nick Goose Bradshaw. One thing, dude. He's like, your birthday's on the 24th?
Yes.
Okay.
February 24th.
He's 4 days older than you. I'm 10 days older than him.
Yeah.
This guy's our age, man, and doing crap like this. Okay?
I mean,
but he's fantastic at it, though.
Right,
man.
right.
So, like, there's and I say that, I put that in perspective, like, there's guys, he's just a guy just like us, man.
Yeah, he's been doing it. I mean, he is our age, but he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, man. So his first movie was Footloose back in 2011. So he actually has not.
2011?
2010 was his first role, Rabbit Hole. Never heard of it.
Right.
Footloose. And then he did Project X in 2012. So he's only, he hasn't, dude.
Huh.
But then he's done like 21 and Over, The Spectacular Now, Whiplash, The Awkward Moment, Divergent.
I mean, you don't think he's been acting, well, you don't think he's been acting in some BS stuff before that?
Short
Probably,
films.
yeah.
Like, I mean, short films and stuff, yeah.
Maybe nothing he's proud to put on his filmography, on his highlight reel.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's like, so he's just like
I thought he'd been around a little bit longer than that.
In any interview or whatever, dude, he's just one of the guys, man. He's super cool, super laid back, super chill, man.
Well, even then, that puts him at what? You said what? 2011. 11. So he was what? 20 in his early 20s.
Yeah, he was 24. Yeah, just a man. But Jesus Christ, dude, did he not look like Goose?
yeah.
Spitting image, man.
It was very good. Good look.
The mustache, which I'm rocking for the rest of the summer, okay? Aviators, flight suits, and the mustache.
Let's do it.
It's happening. You gonna join me?
Yeah. I'm down.
Are you bullshitting me right now? Look like you're bullshitting me, okay, dude?
I don't have to cut much. Just kind of got to Get right in here.
No, I'm talking about like clean shaven.
Yeah.
And just keep nothing but the stash.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. Next pod.
Yeah, all right. I don't know if my wife would enjoy that much.
Same. I don't know if I was telling you, I was telling somebody, every time I shave, the last thing I shave is my mustache, right?
Just leave it like that?
I leave it, and I turn, I'm like, does this work? And she's like, you're not done in there. I'm like, what? I'm trying to get the Carl Winslow going on.
And the reason, we know why it's fine, because
we know
everything going on underneath the mustache. If it wasn't for that, it would not.
I was nothing before the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he looked just like the father he's portraying, man. He had the tan, he had the mustache, he was tall, good looking.
Yeah.
And he just was like the Great Balls of Fire, dude.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good. Yeah.
Talk about the emotional heartbeat right there, man, when he's doing Great Balls of Fire. And this is after Maverick gets thrown out of the bar.
Yeah.
And he goes back in, he just overhears it. He's just like, you see like the flashbacks of him saying, dude, with the kid on the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, man. Just heartstrings.
Some teary eyes right there.
Teary eyes, man.
Yeah.
It's teary eyes. Real quick, dude. Jennifer Connelly as Penelope Penny Benjamin. Just the amazing Jennifer Connelly.
Yes.
Just a smoke show.
Right.
But also like a great actress and has been doing it forever. I like that she is the daughter of the former admiral that they talked about in the first movie, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good callback, man. That's putting a button on everything, man.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I don't know about you, man, but like I am a big John Hamm fan.
Okay.
And mainly because like dude has an amazing chin. Okay, he has a very strong chin.
Yes, he does.
It's like if he puts a domino mask on, dude, that chin gets even stronger, I think, man, right? I think. I've not seen him in a domino mask, but I want to. His voice, dude.
Yes.
Just commanding.
Yep, and that's what he does here.
I think he's more of a badass and more kind of stands in Maverick's way than even Scarrett did in the first movie.
Right. Yeah, he seems to be like in the first one, like you said, they kind of had that attitude of, we can break the rules a little more.
Yeah.
But him in this role is like, we don't break the rules here.
We do not break the rules.
We have rules. They're rules for a reason. We do not, even though you're an awesome pilot, whatever, legend or whatever, you don't break the rules, period.
And I think, man, like, once again, great storytelling is telling the audience something without explaining every beat, right?
Yeah.
You got to think about it. That was the 80s. This is 2022.
Yeah.
We got media everywhere. You got phones. Like, if anything happened to these kids, man, it'll be known the next day.
Yeah.
Right? 86, what happened to Goose? Very sad.
Yes.
But, like, that's going to be contained by, like, his family, close friends in the military, right?
Yeah.
And the Navy and stuff.
Well, just a different
Just
time.
different time, man.
It's different time, different decade.
But exactly. But, like, he explained that without having to really explain it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Because you understood, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, the hard deck is what it's called?
Yeah.
You don't go below the hard deck, right?
You don't do it. It's there for a reason, right? Because what does he say? You lose a plane, you lose a pilot.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah, man. All right. We have Glenn Powell, Hangman. He's the Iceman of the movie.
Yeah, but I also think he was a little bit bigger douche than Iceman was too, though.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yep. He definitely was.
Yeah.
Iceman was, like we talked about, he's my favorite. He was my favorite character in the first movie. he knew he was the best because he technically just was sound in everything that he did, right? He wanted to follow the rules. This kid, I liked him.
Yeah.
As the antagonist, once again, bunch of good guys. But he was a bigger douche. Yeah, he definitely was. Yeah. You felt that. He played into that. He rolled into that very, very well.
But he also had some good lines where it made him show that he was actually smart too, though.
Yeah.
Like he knew the limits of the airplanes and knew what they were talking about, the mission run, and knew, when they were going up and going down.
Yeah.
You can do this, you can do that, you can't do this. So, that same kind of balance that Val Kilmer had, but he was just more of a douche.
Yep. And had, and at the end of this movie, he came into this mission having only active with a kill.
Yeah.
With a shot down or whatever. He ends the movie with another one. So he was really proud of that. Yeah. All right, man. Just a few more I want to talk about. Ed Harris was great as Hammer. I wanted to see more screen time for him, but Val Kilmer as Iceman.
Yeah. Sad what this guy's going through right now.
Yeah, dude.
But they played into it very well.
They made it work, dude.
Yeah. Because he has throat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I'm going to talk about. I mean, in his real life, he had throat cancer.
Yeah.
So he can't really talk. And they used it. They didn't say, oh, he's sick. He can't talk. He's out. We'll figure something else out. We'll kill him off.
Yeah.
They were very classy in his part, I believe.
That was a very classy move, man. And he's going through something, but it's 2022. We have technology, okay?
Yeah.
Man was texting. And he was sharp on that text.
Yeah,
he was quick, bro.
Dude, them bubbles, you barely saw them bubbles pop up.
Them dots, bro. You happened quick.
And that was one thing I saw, and I was thinking we were watching it. It was like, are they playing him off? Because honestly, I kind of forgot about his real life situation.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they just using this text just so they don't have him in the movie? Is he not going to show up? Is this just
like a gimmick?
Yeah, basically. Oh, he's talking to Iceman, cool, but we're not going to see him. So the fact that it led up to actually seeing him was fantastic.
Going in his house.
Yeah.
Them having a conversation.
Yep.
Them standing up, embracing, and him mustering just those few words, man.
Yeah.
Like, for being such a great character in the first movie, man. Mm-hmm. Like, people love Iceman. I love Iceman, right? What was it? Meet the Parents, the Owen Wilson and Greg's fiance. They were Maverick and Iceman, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, where's it going with this?
Remember, Greg had to be, you got to follow me here, right? And then Greg had to be Goose, and they were like, oh, I got to be Goose, man. Goose dies, right? And that was the joke.
Yeah, I was not following you for a second. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
But, he's so it was such an emotional toll.
Yeah.
And kind of tugged on the heartstrings here, right? Oh, yeah. You don't expect a summer Tom Cruise blockbuster movie to tug on the heartstrings.
Yeah.
But this happens, man, in two moments, like that Great Balls of Fire moment.
Yeah. And
this, man, seeing Iceman. That was really awesome.
Right.
All right, guys. So there is a lot of new recruits that JV talked about here.
Yes.
And I will say they all get some pretty good screen time, man.
Yeah.
They all get something to say, something to do. I really like the montages with them when he's just tagging them, bro.
Yeah.
Maverick is just tagging them all in the air, man. Like, Maverick's Jester now, and that's cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they all kind of, that whole group is kind of on the same path, right? They're there because they're the best of the best, and they're all training for the same mission, so they don't really have their own story arcs, I don't feel like.
Yeah. even though Bob, name was Robert, call sign Bob. I thought that was really cool. Man. All right, man. This was a beautifully shot movie on IMAX, man. Like I don't know about you. I'm going back to see this in theaters in IMAX.
As long as I got a assigned seat and a recliner, I'm straight.
All right. Deal.
But that one time we saw Ghostbusters, I'm not down for that anymore.
Oh yeah, that was the 4DX.
Just spoiled by the recliner and some elbow room.
No elbow room.
No elbow room whatsoever. Yeah, biggest theater I've ever seen. No elbow room.
So I saw this was at Birkdale Village in Huntersville, the Regal. I saw both Infinity War and Endgame in that theater. Yeah. But it was packed out, so you really was like, oh, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. Starlight Cinema, just the best. But, I mean, this is a beautifully shot movie. The first one was gorgeous.
Yes.
This one with the technology and everything, man, I might live to be like 101. I'm joking, guys. But it was just beautiful in every way, shape, or form, man. Like the color palette in the sky, just the look and feel of like that beach scene.
Dude, the whole beginning of the movie.
Oh my God, dude.
Was like, I thought we were watching the first
86,
movie,
yes.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it looked amazing. That just, goes to say, like we talked about last week, how beautiful that movie was, the 86 one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one was fantastic.
Dude, so it was shot over there, like, in the San Diego area. And they used the Navy, man.
Yeah.
They paid the Navy to help make this movie.
Yeah,
so
I was looking at some stuff. I think some Blue Angel pilots and all that.
They had cameras on, like, the wings. They mounted cameras on the wings of these vehicles, man, of these beautiful Raptors, man. You talk about CGI, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, man, but when I was a kid, I saw Independence Day, and I was like, that's what I want to do, man. I want to fly Raptors and shoot aliens.
Right.
I wanted to be Will Smith.
Right.
But the same thing was, the kids in 86 after they saw Top Gun, though, right? They probably had that same exact feeling.
Yep. It's about to happen again.
It's about to happen again, man. It kind of plays. Independence Day did the same thing. All these movies kind of play as like a quasi recruiting tool for the military, but like you get to do cool shit though, man. So if that's what you're into, man, do it. I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah.
But that's like the downside people say about these type of movies, man. It's like, oh, it's just like a military recruiting video. Yeah, and a badass movie at that. So like your point.
Yeah. I mean, it's very well done.
Yeah.
So, if that's where it ends up, that's where it ends up. They just made a fantastic movie.
And like
realistic movie.
The technology as well, just in like the Raptors, right? Comparing it to the 86 movie. They have the missile lock or whatever with the laser. Super dope. They have they also have just how they basically have like a GPS in there that is programmed to do that run. Yeah. That's technology, man. That's really cool. And that's like real military crap. You know what I mean? That is very, very awesome.
And the way they ran these, the first one, the 86, they always had two pilots. Yeah. One for the radar and one for the pilot. Mm-hmm. And then this one, they ran a few that had the radar and everything, but that same radar was used for the single person plane.
Definitely.
Right?
Yep.
So there was some cool techniques that they utilized that are used, and that's how they managed to make a good film, right? They used the people who actually do this and make sure it's very accurate instead of just making some stuff up.
Dude. Can we just talk real quick? We're gonna talk about the music, which is obviously like still epic, right? They stole an F-14 Tomcat.
Yes, they did.
They stole a rust bucket, basically, right?
Which I love how when they look at it, it's like all plugged in and stuff. Like it's like
ready to go.
Like an external whatever they got to use to get it started, like a big machine. It looked like an old computer.
Guys, these F-14 Tomcats were introduced back in 1969.
Yeah.
They only built 712. So like 1970 was the first run. They retired it in 2006. So yeah, they've been retired for a while. But they jumped in it and did work.
Like when he's sitting in there, he's like, Roosters, get some radio going. And he's just like looking at.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
He's like, there's nothing on. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. That was your dad's job.
I've never been back there, actually.
I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I love that he kept on calling him like Mav and everything as well, which is a callback because that's what his dad called him, So I thought that was really, really cool, man.
Yep.
That was like another emotional toll, kind of them together behind. It turned into behind enemy lines.
Right.
Like this movie, it was interesting, right? And there's like thousands of writers.
Yeah.
But it was Top Gun, and then it turned into Star Wars: A New Hope with that run. Did you get that vibe?
Yeah. Yeah, that dope where they flew through the bridge.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. And then it turned to like the Owen Wilson movie Behind Enemy Lines, right? Where they were shot down. They're like, oh crap, what are we going to do now? And so the F-14, man. I thought that was really cool. We get Danger Zone at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. If they wouldn't have done that, it would have been worth the ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
it would have still been worth the ticket.
Of course. And then we got Harold Faltermeyer, Lady Gaga, and the great Hans Zimmer, who did the soundtrack. The one thing I do want to talk about, man, is Top Gun has those like iconic bells that like bring you in and take you out.
What do you mean?
In the music. So in the main, I've downloaded the soundtrack, by the way, because I'm a nerd. But there's these bells that just bring you in, and it goes, dung, dung.
I got you.
Right? It's just so iconic,
yeah,
right?
that always comes in when they're like flying through the sunset, right?
Yes.
Or on the horizon.
When he's brushing past the tower,
Yeah.
right? I thought that was really cool, man. Just
That was
iconic.
awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the callback, dude. Like, that's the thing. You want to, for all this, like, iconic stuff, you kind of want to bring it back into the sequel, but you don't want to make it cheesy. That's the thing. And this movie had to do all of these. They had all these beats that they had to hit, but they were not cheesy. They were really cool when they happened, and you just was like,
well, this is
why I fell in love with the 86 movie.
And this is one where you want it, too.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want a brand new movie. You want to feel that old movie as well, but with those new elements.
Yeah.
So,
like a fresh take
without
on
that
it,
guitar riff, man, you lose a lot.
Dude, so good, man.
Yeah.
We also got two singles, one by Lady Gaga, Hold My Hand, which was good, but I Ain't Worried by One Republic on the beach football scene. Dude, fire summer track, all right? All right, fire summer track, but they were playing dogfight football.
Yeah.
Offense versus offense.
Right.
Because at first, right, they had like, you watch football, one team hikes the ball, the other team is playing defense, they don't have the ball. But when they lined it up and the camera like panned in, they both had a football and they both snapped and they both had quarterbacks.
Yeah.
For a while, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Right? And in great writing fashion, without him having like, all right, guys, this is what we're going to do to be fair. It just cut to them having a good time. And cut to them playing this game, right? And then when John Hamm's Admiral character came
Which was
That's right. Because he walked into the room and was like, where the hell are these kids at?
Yeah.
And went to the beach and was just like a shadow over Tom. He explained, man, we're playing dogfight football, offense versus offense, right? You told me to get a team. There's your team.
Yeah.
Just those lines. That's exposition right there, man. That is story.
Good.
And you saw like how pumped they all are for each other, man.
Yeah.
They had like, I think they had like Bob in the air or whatever, dude. That was fun.
Yeah.
And that was
it all there, man.
And that was all with that I Ain't Worried track, man. Very cool.
That's where we get the all the shirtless dudes.
Shirtless dudes, bro. Just Miles Taylor just
dancing it up. Yeah.
He had his shirt off. His dad didn't.
Right. Yeah. Dad wore the cutoff.
Yeah, man.
Classy, man. Gotta keep it classy.
Yeah, he had a barbecue to attend after that, bro. Obviously. Cut the grass and do a good old barbecue.
You get sunburn on the shoulders real easy.
Just mad. Not here, just here. Though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I do have a quick theme here for you. Ultimately, this is just a grand action popcorn, flick. But this also is about second chances for Pete, right? Yeah. Knowing that Maverick, he can do more and he doesn't have to be stuck.
Yep,
is more for him, right? You can have somebody that you care about in your life. You can actually do something in the Navy that is promising, can help other people out, not just fly and be on your own, right?
Right.
And for Rooster, you can get out of the shadow of your father. You can be a great pilot. The fact that you came back and saved Maverick just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Just speaks crazy volumes, man. That's what this movie's about, man. This movie has a lot of heart. Like the first one was filled with a lot of like macho guys competing, and you had like the sadness of goose dying, but this one had a lot of heart.
Yeah,
I loved it, man. All right, team, that is our conversation about Top Gun Maverick. JV, talk to me, brother. Give me your thoughts. Give me your ratings.
It held up.
Yeah.
I think everything they did in here, either new parts of the story or going back to the callbacks from 86, very classy, very heartwarming as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, the first one was basically just testosterone and blowing stuff up. I had a lot more involved with this, and it was a very good line. They had a mission, they had a point that they had to get to, so it wasn't just school this time. It was reasons to do this, reasons to do that, which I thought was a good element to it. It was beautiful. All the camera angles, all the sets, everything we saw. And it's going to be a 5 out of 5 buckets of popcorn for me, sir.
I love it.
And I walked out wanting to see, like, I wanted to turn around and go watch it again. It's been a long time since I wanted to do that. Walking out of a movie theater.
Yeah.
So.
Good deal, brother. All right, man. Yeah, dude. Off top, 5 buckets of popcorn. Yeah. Like I said, this was a beautifully shot movie. This was me coming to the understanding that, like, Tom Cruise is the biggest movie star in the world. Love him, hate him, whatever. He's the biggest movie star in the world, man. This is the reason why. You take a property from the 80s that made you a movie star,
right?
Bring it back 30 years later, and still shows that you are a movie star.
Yeah.
Not a lot of movies do that, man.
Yeah. I agree.
Not a lot of movies do that, bro.
And he always makes his rounds as well. Like, he puts his time in to make sure that the the foundations, I guess, of it, the Navy, the military, all that stuff, he goes through all that stuff and all those premieres and shakes hands with everybody.
So he's not only is he one of the world's biggest actors, he's a super producer. Yeah. And obviously he produces his own stuff. Tom Cruise Productions.
Great name.
Very good name. This has been a TC production, ladies and gentlemen. The Nina, the Pinta. Anyway. And so he goes through that, man. He gets Joseph Kosinski. He gets Christopher McQuarrie, right? He gets Aaron Kruger, guys that he has worked with before, right? He gets all this military brass and pays the Navy, right? As a producer, this is your job to get the funding and get the money, put the money up for the return, man. And he does all this. Why? Because he wants to make a fantastic film.
Imagine how much you have to be able to provide to put multiple billion-dollar airplanes in the air.
That's Tom Cruise, bro.
What kind of insurance policy?
Oh, dude.
Do you have to be able to say we're going to put 3 or 4 billion-dollar airplanes in the air and fly them
very close to each other?
I mean, be it they had the pilots that do it every day.
Yeah,
but still,
you got to pay for them.
Somebody's got to pay for it, right?
Dude, so good, man.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. So this one definitely gets $5 popcorn. I love everything about this movie. Rooster is just a kick-ass character. Yeah. Jennifer Connelly is gorgeous and holds her own as this bar owner that rekindles her love with Maverick, and just the new cast of characters, man.
Fun.
Just great. Yeah. Phenomenal. Had a good time. All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Top Gun Maverick. Next week, we will be discussing Identity.
And that is streaming on Netflix.
I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.